What up? It's Jimmy the Bag from odds.com. This is a clip from our big Monday opening lines, early leans college football show. If you want to see the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It is exclusively on odds.com. We break down every single midweek game and we hear best bets from John Ryan, Connor Mack, and Noli Knows. And we're coming off a big Saturday, which helped immensely. Keep rolling, get paid in full. And thank you for watching. Let's move on to the 9 p.m. Eastern spot. Utah State Aggies 0-4 Mountain West. The Wyoming Cowboys 1-2, 1-2 in the Mountain West. Utah State coming off their fourth straight double-digit loss to start the year. 35-16 at home versus Fresno State. It's the second week in a row we've seen them off to a good start. And we've seen the market move in the direction of Utah State 2 weeks in a row, and only to be screwed by this bad football team. Jason Shelley had another tough game, 9-24, 144 yards, but he came out of the game with no turnovers, which is big. Jalen Warren looked good. Running back Jalen Warren, 9 rushes for 136 yards. They were up 13-7 after the first. Wyoming was off last week because the Air Force had to cancel due to positive COVID tests. They were last seen 34-24 loss at Colorado State. Levi Williams, their quarterback, 44 of 80, 660 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Wyoming's rush defense is strong and can shut down the only thing that Utah can do well. Wyoming is allowing just 95.3 yards per game here on the ground. And they opened up as 19-point favorites. They're now at 20 and almost all the books. It's total at 47 or 47.5. I know you keep a very close eye on the Mountain West. Both you guys out west, both you guys, C-Mac and Noli Knows. Noli, let's start with you. Utah State, Wyoming. Take it away.
Hey, you mentioned it, Jimmy. That offense, losing their quarterback, running back, receiver has been brutal for Utah State. They seem to start early. They may score in the first quarter and then completely disappear from then on out. You talked about it a little bit, just averaging 11.2 points per game, and here going into a tough place to play in Laramie, facing a Wyoming team that typically handles business when they're at home. You see that's why they're a big favorite here. I'm not so sure that their offense is really capable of covering this type of number. But the one thing that I do see is a lean towards the under here, and more than a lean, I think I'm going to be making that a play. You talked about how Utah State, I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball. Wyoming only giving up 95.3 yards per game. And their inability to really produce very many points. I think Wyoming, the one thing that they know that they can do well, and they going into the season, they had no doubt about it, was run the ball. I think they'll be able to control the ball, control the pace, and I think the game stays under, even at this low total.
It's a beautiful night on Wednesday night in Laramie, Wyoming. 18-mile-per-hour winds, which will affect the throwing even more, but 46 Fahrenheit. So it starts getting cold on Friday and moving forward in that region, but not yet. C-Mac, I know you keep a very close eye on the Mountain West. What do you think here, Aggies, Cowboys?
I have to go with Wyoming. I mean, Utah State is bad. I hate laying a number like that with the Wyoming, And the total, I wish it was a little bit higher. I think Wyoming could put up, if they want, they could run all over and put 35, 42 easily themselves. And I lean the under as well. This is a tough one I'm going to think about, but definitely Wyoming, and I'd lean towards the under here for the side in the total.
Going to be backing Wyoming close to the under for CMAC. John Ryan, take it away. Utah State, Wyoming.
Well, the line implies a 34-14 Wyoming win, which again is above that 28 pivot level that we like to talk about. Machine learning stuff says it's more likely that Wyoming is going to score 42 or more points. And in that situation, Wyoming is 20-2, not 22, but 20 wins, 2 losses against the spread over the last 10 seasons. So I'm definitely on the Wyoming side here. I don't know if this will be a play yet, despite it being 20-2. The main reason is that Utah State is a bad team, right? They've lost 4 in a row to the spread. The marketplace and, human, as I like to call human betting behavior, is not caught up to how bad Utah State is. And that is a reason for concern for me. It's like watching a stock, just take a plunge, and every day you think, all right, well, that's going to be the bottom. That's going to be the bottom, and then it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. And Utah State is kind of in that framework right now. You just don't know where the bottom is, and to try to pick a bottom with Utah State is, it's like standing on the railroad tracks for no reason at all. So later in the week, we'll, especially on the Saturday show, I'll clarify this game as if it is a Wyoming best bet or not.
And we saw the market move towards Utah State last week. Fresno State opened up as about 12.5, 13-point favorites. That went down to 10. And then, 24 hours before the game, Fresno State had buyback, got to about 11. But,
Yo, Jimmy, I got to run for just 1 sec.
Okay.
At the door. Can you bounce me out? I'll be right back.
No problem.